Hello, all. Welcome to Mind Doctor. I'm Mahalakshmi Sampson. I'm a counseling psychologist and a personal excellence life coach. In this video, I'm going to dive deep into a specific aspect of our decisions. I would like to explore how authentic are our decisions when we make it. So, I would like to begin with a few questions. Have you ever felt when you had to take a decision, right? When you're in crossroads, right? Between what you want to do and what you think is right to do at that moment in that particular event. And then someone you trust gives you permission to go ahead, and suddenly it feels okay for you. Many times it happens to us, isn't it? Right? But the real question here is, was that really your decision, or did you just borrow it because someone else said it's okay? Let's unpack this together because understanding this could be the key to leading yourself very powerfully. So, let me share a real life story. A friend of mine was in a toxic relationship. She knew it wasn't working and she wanted to end it. But every time she tried, she'd feel guilty, wondering, is it the right thing to do? Am I being selfish? If I'm going to take this decision now, what if I regret it tomorrow? Because of this, because of this confusion, she stayed stuck in that loop until one day her mentor, whom she looked up to, said, "You deserve better, and I think it's time that you let go." That's it. And she broke up the very next day. Now, here is the twist. You know what? What if the mentor had said, "Stay, work harder, relationships need patience"? Would she still have stayed? Even when her soul really wanted to leave that relationship? Would the mentor's voice have overridden her own truth? Is my question. And let me share you one more story, which could serve as an example. A young man wanted to quit his stable IT job, right? And he wanted to start his own dream bakery. And we know many people, where they want to quit their job and start their own business. Like, so this young guy was also the same way. He wanted to start his own venture, but his value system screamed security, stability, and respect. He wanted to quit, but actually he didn't. And then he went and asked his father, a man he considered an unquestionable authority in his life. And his father surprisingly said, "Go chase your dream." The next week, immediately, he resigned. But again, here my question is, what is his choice? Or was he waiting for someone to remove the guilt and the fear that he was holding to take that decision? What if his father had said, "No, stay safe, first build your savings"? Do you think he would have delayed, or would he have convinced himself to keep sacrificing his dreams? Right? These are worthy questions to ask. So now, these questions that I have shared are not rare. It's very common that we can find it everywhere. And we, all of us do this. Maybe we are also into it. Especially in emotional turmoil, we want someone else to tell us what to do so that we can escape the discomfort of inner conflict. Why do we look out for somebody to endorse what we want to do, or what we have been thinking about? That's because we want to escape the discomfort of inner conflict. But the hard truth behind that is, it is not the authority that we trust. It is that their advice matched what we already wanted, but we are afraid to own and execute it. And that's the truth. The problem is not seeking advice, but the problem is when we abandon our own inner compass because we fear the discomfort of making and owning a choice. When we lean on someone else's words to feel safe about what we really wanted to do anyway, then what does that mean? It means that we are giving our power away. We are giving our power to make decisions in our life, we are giving it away to somebody. So how can we reclaim it? But this is very important. No, we need to own the decision. Some certain decisions could bring us success. Certain decisions could bring us failure. But how is our identity emerge in our life is through those decisions that brings success and failure, because failure is not an end, but it gives feedback where we refine from that, we emerge as our own from that. And it is very important that we need to have both. Whatever the decisions that we take, whether it is right or wrong, it is very important that we own it, and that's how we become who we are in our life. So, if we are someone who gives the power away, it is very important when you want to lead your life, you need to reclaim your power. And how do you do that? The first thing that you can do is pause in the heat of the moment. When you're actually feeling that heat, right? Please pause. Next time you feel the storm inside, pause and then take a breath. Breathe. Breathe in a very relaxed manner. Breathe slowly. And then ask yourself, what is truly mine here? What fear am I escaping by asking someone else? What is it that I'm trying to do? What is it that I'm hiding away from? All these things, when you ask the questions, you will find it out. Second one is decouple advice from authority. You need to separate, you need to learn to separate advice from authority. So, how do you do that? Listen to people you respect. Yes, it is very important that you need to have more references so that your choices are rich and then you can pick up the right choice. But hold their advice only as a perspective and not as a permission slip. With me? Right? And the third one is choose, own, and lead your decisions. Whatever you choose, own it fully. It could be a decision of getting married to someone. It could be decision about your career. It could be decision about your health or wealth or whatever it is, right? It's important that you choose and own it fully. Not because someone told you to, but because you chose to. Because it's your life, and you need to be very authentic about living it fully by taking the decisions and choosing it, owning and leading through that. This is where personal leadership is born. So, in life, you can borrow opinions, but you cannot borrow responsibility. That part is always yours. So, next time you feel tempted to outsource your decision to an authority, pause, reflect, and choose you. Right? You are the most important person in your life, so you need to choose you. If this landed for you, comment I lead me. And let's start a revolution of self led, emotionally empowered humans. If you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights on living a meaningful life. I love to hear your thoughts. What is that one action you're going to take today to ensure your decisions are yours? And what others say is just a suggestion or a perspective to consider in your life. Drop a comment below and let's have a conversation about it. Remember, it's never late or never too late to make changes that lead to a more fulfilling life. So, take care of yourself till then, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.